Hello everyone, my name is Riya Thomas, and in this video I'll be explaining a program which is based on interface. So in this program we are supposed to create an application for library information system using interfaces. So I have to create an interface issuable which contains a function called issue, and then create an interface readable which contains the method called readBook. And then create classes for books which can be issued to the users, then reference books and journals which can only be read in the library and cannot be borrowed. Then I'm supposed to create a class called test, in which a menu driven program will be written to add the books, search the books and list the books. So as mentioned in the question, first of all I've created an interface called issuable, and I've declared so by default all the methods of the interface will be abstract. So we're not supposed to define the functions inside the interface. We have to define it outside. We have to define it in the class which implements this interface. So I've just declared this function called issue inside issuable interface, and another interface we're supposed to create which is interface readable, and I've declared the abstract function called add books over here. And then I've created one class called book access 1 which implements issuable and readable. So inside that we have some data members, name and author, and then I've created a constructor. So since book access 1 implements issuable and readable, so it is supposed to define both the methods which is in issuable as well as in readable, because it is implementing these interfaces. So inside issue I've used this local date .now, so it will display the current date. So this will be useful while issuing the books. So whenever a student is issuing a book, so the time and date is recorded, right? So that is why I'm using this class called local date over here. So its object I'm creating, and using that object I'll be displaying the date of issue. Then I've used a do while loop over here. So first of all, the user will be asked to type the type of book in which the user is interested. So I have two types of book. One is computer science and another one is ECE books. So inside computer science there are books available. One is fundamentals of CSE and then Java. Then so if the user is issuing the first book, which is fundamentals of Java, that is if the user is entering typing 1, so this particular part of the code will be executed and the date will be displayed. Similarly for the other sections of the books. So in order to add books, the user has to enter the name of the book to be added, and then the user has to enter the name of the author. So in the test class, basically I'm creating an array of objects over here, so that the user may be able to add as many number of books as the user wants. And so that is why I'm creating array of objects over here. So my menu driven program, my first option is add books, the second one is read or issue books. So if the user wants to add books, so the user has to first enter the number of books to be added. So accordingly, using this array of objects, the number of books will be added. And similarly for the read or issue books, so the user has to enter the number of books to be issued, and then the particular book, whichever the user is choosing, will be issued. Now let us see how this program runs. So if the user wants to add books, so it has to enter 1, and then suppose if I want to add 2 books, so I'm entering some books like Java, and then name of the author, James, and again another book, networks, Thomas. Yeah, so it is displaying the books which has been added successfully. Then in order to go to the main menu, we have to type 1. So if I want to read or issue books, so it is asking the number of books to be issued. Suppose if I want to issue 2 books, so choose the type of book in which I am interested. So suppose if I want to issue CSE, computer science books, so it will display the available books on computer science, fundamentals of CSE, and another one is Java. Suppose if I want to issue fundamentals of CSE, so it will, when I'll be able to issue the book, it will display the book has been, you have issued fundamentals of CSE, and the date of issue will also be displayed. So this is how my program runs. Thank you.